What's going on? This is DrawDownKing here. Another exciting episode, out for a walk right now. Trying to get this in rather quickly, as again, you got to make it back for the big game. The Final Four, North Carolina State versus Purdue. I'm going for NC State myself. I don't know about you. So I got 15 minutes. These will all be 15-minute segments. It's just easier. It's going to work out for me good because I can actually use this app and take pictures with my phone without interrupting or canceling the audio recording. I lost a big episode last week doing that shit, and you just can't use the built-in Apple. It doesn't matter if you're recording video or not. You start taking some pictures, you got the audio recorder running, it cuts it off. A few times I've had it where it didn't do that, but more often than not, it cuts it off. So it's not like a dead set, like every time kind of thing, although it could be. But this one will keep running, so I can actually take pictures and not worry about that. Few belches, trying to get this walk in rather quickly as I gotta make a little run and stop before the game. Got a little food to chomp into when I get back, so that'll be tasty treat there for me and tasty treat for you. Need a way to mount this phone, like could also do a microphone. I got a Bluetooth or a microphone. Maybe I'll start screwing around with that again. Just another level of, hey, it worked this time. Hey, it didn't work next time. It's the interoperability that's really not so great. Interoperability. Got a lot of trees chopping here. Looks like they had some controlled burn. In the national park area. Guess I don't know why they do that. I mean, it gets rid of a lot of damn nice trees. Guess they say out with the old, in with the new. But it really had a big impact this time on some of the bigger trees through here. So I'm not really a big fan of that controlled burn. I don't see the sense in it. Don't see the methodology or logic for why that you should do that and why that's good and what's the beneficial aspect of this. It thins, I mean, I don't know, it keeps things sort of thinned out and it gets rid of the more mature tree species maybe that would last a lot longer, but they're just hell-bent on doing that for whatever reason. Never know what you're going to run into. Having one of these True North Pure Energy seltzers again today. Need to get a sponsorship deal. Zero artificial flavors, colors, sugar, sweetener, calories. So I'm back on trying to hike and talk at the same time. Sometimes I can do it, sometimes I can't very well. Since today I've upped the pace just a little bit to make this expedited. Having a little more trouble talking, trying to go up these little hilly things here. Maybe I'll cut it short again. We'll just do a half loop, 3/4 loop or whatever. That's what I like about some of the trails. You can get on and you can get off at different points. Like say if it's a 3-mile trail, you can get off like 1.5 miles, 2.5 miles. Something like that, a little bit shorter than the full length of the trail in case you just have a time budget. You get some of these trails now, say if it's an out and back, it's like a 3-mile out, 3-mile back. Well, you get there, you got to come back. There's some of these loops are nice. They'll let you get off the trail and get back to your vehicle or what have you. trying to think of what else got. Oh yeah, the food situation. Food situation. Thinking about that as we speak. Food situation's done. Have some rice, some organic, non-GMO USA brown rice, and mix that in with some quick barley. Chopped up some onions. I think it's a yellow onion. Chopped it up pretty fine with some garlic. Had the garlic already cooked it, slow cooked it in some water just to mellow it down and soften it up. I don't like the straight out of the cube garlic. I like to mellow it out so you can eat it. You can just like chop, bite into it and eat it if you wanted to. But yeah, so there's different things to look at when you're adding ingredients to the food, just like when you're adding something to your trading style, your personal life, your business life, whatever the case it may be, and how that you're able to incorporate one thing from certain topic or idea into something else, and you can grow and maybe compound that idea just a little bit further. So it is a nice thing to look at and figure out how exactly that you're going to be able to effectively rewrite yourself in that type of situation or procurement that you're in at the time. So it's definitely some interesting ways to really approach your life and your actions and interest. So it's just how it is. Hopefully we're getting to where we need to get. We're booting on. We're boot scooting boogie, and I know that's a copywritten song. Probably gonna cut out here after this episode. We'll get one more episode on the drive back, maybe one or two tomorrow. And tomorrow I got to upload like 5 or 10, and just sort of. I'm just gonna copy and paste all the keywords in if I can. Some of those things allow you to copy and paste them. Some of those things do not allow you to copy and paste. So you got to manually go in and just sort of type that shit out again and again and again. Like keywords and things. This whole internet marketing thing, just everything. I mean, you're just really putting yourself into a database and trying to push your way up the database. Pay to rank. I pay some money to get a higher search. Then there's the more, build my skill set up to get better in the search ranks. You come up with something interesting or unique to build yourself up. It's just interesting in how really the entire world's just one big database now. Everything is just all about the data, how your data's ranking, how your data's performing, how that one thing affects another thing, and that leads into cause and effect. And just interesting to think about it, but life is just one big database. You want to really boil it down to that now, you would be right. When you get out and you go on a hike and you go out in nature, you sort of get away from the database a little bit. You still have your phones and devices and things, but you still, sometimes you get a little bit away from that database, just a little bit. And sometimes that's all you need, just a little bit of pressure relief from the database. Then you go back in and get right back into that database all over again. That database is all over again. So I got a video coming out tonight, hopefully. Not sure when I'll get this audio out. Being broadcast on different channels, so it's DrawDownKing@gmail.com in case you don't see that email out there. We're going to have a phone number as well, and we're going to do a few different things. I don't know if that'd be used directly for call-in during the episodes, or we're going to actually be using the episodes in a different way through like Podbean and have like a direct link type of thing to call in. Anything with money, business, sales, marketing, trading. I mean, it can all tie in, but you got to be able to tie that in. You know, if you want to be on the show, you got to be able to free-form talk. Don't have a bunch of scripting and shit. Maybe if you have some, talking points you want to come in with or something like that, that may be acceptable. Talking for money. That's not a bad thing. TalkingForMoney.com. Maybe we'll look at that as well. So, anyways, it's just some interesting topics to look at and to take into consideration right now. We're getting about 3 minutes and 33 seconds left. Maybe we'll do a few more episodes. We got to stitch these all together and then put it out there. So, bada bing, bada bing, bada pung, pung, pung. Bada bing, pung, pung, pung. Put a pung, 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 a pung, pung. Put a big ding, a bing, a ding, a ding, ding. So it's sort of nice out here today. In case you didn't know, I've only got about 34 minutes till I need to go. Going to try to find the exit door before then. And maybe you might be my new best friend. Shudda-ba-ding, ba-ding, ba-ding, bang. Zing-a-zing, zing, zing. Zing-a-zoo-zoo-zee. Pa-da-too-da-doo-tee. Pla-da-da-ba-da-dee-dee. Bo-da-dee-da-ba-dee-da. Bunny-dee-da-da-be-do. Chubby-chubby-chubby-do. All right, we're coming up on a few people walking by, so try to be a little more quiet. Now we'll resume here in just a minute. I was thinking about 2 minutes left here. So we'll be coming back at you in just a minute. Hello. How's it going? All right, so back on the topic, or the lack of topics, talking about how that we already moved past the database concept for now. But it's a good idea to get your wheels moving, brainstorm, sort of think a little different when you go out and you're enjoying nature and not so much tied down to a desk or a stationary device or a computer or something that's keeping you in that one space, keeping you possibly from progressing, in many ways could cause a lot of regression in the way that you're able to see things and reflect in the modern world, modern age, this database that we are all in, superimposed, mind you. So, some philosophical looks there at some things. I got to belch a little bit. It's okay when we're out and about. You say it may not be professional. Well, it just happens. I mean, people out doing their hikes while they're doing a podcast at the same time anyways. For me, it's one in sync, synced up. I'm going to take a little break here. I'll be back for the next episode here shortly. That's episode 2 on here on the DrawDownKing out and about on a nice warm Saturday afternoon out in the woods before the North Carolina Purdue game. Go North Carolina State. And you're going to do your live DrawDownKing. DrawDownKing. DrawDownKing.